Hi! Welcome to the Meltran Designs podcast. I am your host, Melissa, Meltran Designs, on Plurk and Instagram, and on Ravelry, I am Anansi. Today is September 5th. What's the day? Thursday. Today's Thursday, September 5th, 2013. Welcome! Episode 35, I'm pretty sure. Because last week I tried to number it 35, and then I was wrong. So I'm pretty sure this week is 35. So let's hope. I have a cute little guest who's cleaning herself right here. This is one of our kitties that we got a couple weeks ago that I haven't gotten to show you guys. This one is Applejack. She's Jake and Kyan's. And Luna is currently being played with by the dogs. She's playing back, though. It's not like she's just a toy and they're being mean to her. She has claws and she fights back. So, anyways, welcome to any new viewers and welcome back, returning viewers. I hope you have had a great week and I hope you enjoy our time together. Grab some knitting or whatever it is you're working on and let's get started. All right, happenings this week. The only thing I could think of was stuff that happened on Saturday. I'm sure other stuff happened, but Saturday was insanely busy, so that's what I remembered. It started out with, it was the summer spin-in for the yarn shop, and I was really busy in the afternoon, but I could go in the morning. So I went from 10, 15-ish until about 12:15. No, that's a lie. I was going to go at 10. I lied. I was going to go at 10. I didn't make it until 11. It was 11:15, and then I left at 1:15, so I could be home make sure to be home by 1:30. Anyway, good grief. So, I did that. So there will be spinning. I don't know if I'll show it or not, but anyways. And then after that, we had Anansi's birthday party, which was so much fun. It wasn't anything huge. We reserved one of the picnic shelters at one of the parks here in town, and we invited literally her whole class. We gave invitations to everyone in her class. With it being Labor Day weekend, I figured that people would be out of town and stuff like that. So I was like, let's just invite them all and see who can come. I got a big cake just in case, and I'm glad I did because 14 of her classmates came. So, no, it had to have been more than that, 15. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I think there were, 14 or 15 of her classmates came. And on top of that, I had Kyan and Eli, obviously. A couple of the kids in Anansi's class have younger sisters in Kyan's class, and so they were able to come. And my little cousin, who's the same age as Kyan, came. So she had a little group to play with, and Eli just kind of did his own thing. We had some friends from church who were there, and they have a little boy that is Eli's age, and Eli played disc golf with Jake too. I picked the park that has a disc golf course in it because I thought, the adults could have something to do too. So there was a round of disc golf going on with some of the adults, and I was, watching the kids, and I had a couple of friends there who were kind of keeping an eye on them. And what was so much fun though was they're 5th graders, so they're old enough to kind of take care of themselves a little bit. I mean, they still need some supervision, obviously, but where we were, and then there was the playground over here, they'd go play, and then they'd, be running back and forth, and they'd stay here for a while, and there was a lot of, just hanging out and talking and just having fun, and it's so neat to see her in this next stage of life where she's not a little kid anymore. And I'm not sad about that. I'm so excited seeing her get to the fun part. Being a little kid, I guess, is fun. I don't know. I don't remember much of it, but being an older kid like what she is now, I do remember that. And I remember that I started to get some independence, and I started to be able to do things that I couldn't do before. Not just physically because I was able, but because I was old enough to handle doing them, or, you know, whatever. So anyways, it was fun. She got some amazing presents. Holy cow. Am I a bad gift giver or what? Like, wow. So anyways, that was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. After we were done there, we went out to an apple orchard, which it's the same place where we go to get our picnics, our pumpkins in October. They have an apple orchard, and they have, what did we get? We got Galas and Honey Crisps. Those are ready now. And then the Red Delicious and Golden Delicious and Carnelians are ready later, but they said that the late frost that we had ruined the carnelians. So, but we'll be able to pick fresh apples pretty much all the way through October. So that'll be fun. I don't know. I don't actually know how much they were per pound. We just picked a bunch and weighed them, and I don't know. We just paid them. In the past, they've been close to the same price as the stores, maybe a tiny bit higher, but not so much so that I was like, okay, we can buy like 5 apples to support these guys. You know what I mean? It was such a insignificant amount more that over the course of 4 or 5 pounds, it didn't really matter. It's not like they're $1 a pound more, and all of a sudden you're quadrupling how much you're going to pay. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that was fun. And then straight from there, we went. Sorry, I had a smoothie about an hour ago, but there was a seed still in the back of my cheek apparently. So right from there, we went to my dad's house because it was the season opener game. We totally lost, which we are not used to. Boise State fans are not used to losing. Used to losing. Did I say lose to using? Use. Did I say it right or wrong? In my head, I said it wrong. We're not used to losing. I'm going to say it right now, though. we don't lose. Hardly ever. And we don't use, good grief, we don't lose in a blowout. That is what we're really not used to. We have lost a few games over the past few years, not very many, but they were very close games, usually within, 3 points or 4 points or, just a few. This was a complete blowout, and it was horrible, and they really need to do some regrouping. And I'm not going to go into all of it, but I still bleed blue and orange. Always will. Here's my fingernails to prove it. Yeah. My BSU nails every September. I love them. I pay $5 extra so she can do the color work, but it's worth it. For my birthday and BSU season. Twice a year. I pay $5 extra. Anyways, it was still fun. We'll go over there again this weekend and watch another game, and it's going to be great. What else do we do? I have classes starting. If you're local and you watch this and you're interested in any of them, let me know. I need to update the thread in the Ravelry group. There is a thread that says classes coming up or something like that. I will put the newest one in there. And if you want to be part of the group that is emailed when there is a class coming up, let me know. This next one that I'm going to be doing, or this first one I'm going to be doing, is actually Zuzu's Petals. And it will be fun. So anyway, there you go. If you're interested, let me know. That is all I have for happenings this week. Like I said, I'm sure other things happened, but a lot happened on Saturday. Oh, I went out to lunch with my friend yesterday. Does that count? It happened this week. The segment is called Happenings This Week. What? It fits in. She's a friend of mine that I go to church with, and we were kind of celebrating that I can go to lunch and not have any kids with me. So it was a good time. We always enjoy our time together. Okay, moving on to the next segment, which is going on / coming up. What's going on now is still the Even Star Knit Along that will be going on for from now until eternity. I'm just probably going to leave it sticky forever. I have not worked on mine at all. I've really been trying to finish things, and I started things, but I've not worked on it. I will, I promise. Promise. I just don't know when. I'm going to for sure take it to the spinning retreat that I'm going to next month. Anyway, even starting it along, going on now until forever. We have the hand spun knit along. That one is a little more time constraintive. You have until September 30th to enter your finished objects. There are a few up already, and they're really cute, and the people have done amazing jobs. It started August 1st, goes through September 30th. Please join. All it is knitting with hand spun. It doesn't matter what you knit or whose hand spun it is, as long as you knit it. And it needs to be knit now. And if it was already in progress, that's fine too. Just finish it before September 30th or by September 30th at midnight my time, which is mountain time. You're good. Just put something in. You can get a prize. And I brought the prizes over today. I remembered. Okay, we have 2 prizes. And I still haven't figured out if I'm just going to give them, like, just assign it to somebody, because I don't know if people like both of them. And so, anyways, we'll see. I haven't figured it out. If you have a suggestion, let me know. We have this yarn, which is Lorna's Laces Rusty Bucket, which was the November 2012 colorway. And the fiber is Raven Ridge Fiber Arts, and it's blue spruce, and it's a Polworth Tussa silk. So I'm not going to pull them out because you can actually see the colors pretty well. So sock yarn, fiber. You're good. Hey, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. No. Shh. There was a little string hanging down, and she was playing with it and catching my fiber at the same time. Nope. Stop, you silly kitty. Okay. Moving on. Oh yeah, September 30th. Moving on. It's also something that I have not mentioned yet. It is 6 Sock September. This is the 3rd year I'm participating in it, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You try to make 6 socks in the month of September. The first year, I made 9 socks because I was like, yeah, I just got home from Sock Summit. I need to make all the socks. Yeah, it was bad. I actually cut my finger open with my needles because I was knitting with the same needles the whole day. Anyway, bad. So last year, I started it and didn't finish because I was working on other things and was like, nah, I'm done. But I was like, okay, this year, I'm going to do it. I have some socks. I had a pair of socks on the needles that I wanted to finish, and I still had a decent enough chunk, and you'll see that it wasn't cheating by already having them on the needles. I have 2 second socks from pairs that I've done. One is the Mystery Knit Along sock that I need to make the companion to. The other one is the Harvest Dew sock. In fact, I'm going to go off screen for like that long, but I'm right here. So I can show you, oh, maybe not. Oh, I totally lied to you. I'm not going to show you because it's not there, and now I have no idea where it is. It was right there. Okay, now is not the time to wonder where it is. Anyway, I made the one Harvest Dew sock last year, and I did not enjoy knitting the pattern at all. I really like what it looks like when it's finished, but I really did not enjoy knitting it. But I want to have the second sock. I don't want to frog it because I do really like the finished one, and I've already done one. And it really doesn't take that long because I did a cuff that was just, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches long. So, and it's funny because I just got done telling Anuska, life's too short to knit things you don't like to knit. And I stand by that. I really do. But I really like these, and I didn't hate knitting them. I just didn't really enjoy it that much. So there's a difference. Anyway, so the 2 that I had on the needles already that I'll show you, the 2 companion socks, and then Heather from the Bunnyfish Crafts podcast is having an unofficial knit along, which it's a hand spun sock unofficial knit along. And she kind of sucked me into it because she knows that I spun some yarn that's right there for socks. She's like, hey, you should join. And I was like, okay. So I will be making those as well. So 6 socks. See? It's 3 pairs, please. Pfft. Please. That's 2 socks every 10 days. That's 1 sock every 5 days. I can make a sock in like 2 days if I wanted to. Yeah. I've made a pair in a weekend. Ankle socks. But still. Anyway, if I don't finish, it's not the end of the world. It's just fun to do. So there's 6 Sock September. There's actually a group called 6 Sock September 2013. If you want to join in, it's not too late, especially if you already have some on the needles. It's a good group, and we have fun. Anyway, moving on. That was a lot of talking about that thing that I was just going to tell you about really quick. The knitting game knit along. See, I'm doing all these knit alongs. I've told you about that, where each week it's a mystery knit along, even though they've done it before, so I've seen some finished objects. Each week you get a clue. Well, each week you get a clue. That clue has 3 options, A, B, or C. There's easy, medium, and hard. And you pick which one you want to do. And every week there are 3 options. And so you have lots of choices and hundreds of outcomes that you could have. So I'm participating in that. It just started yesterday, Wednesday. Is that true? Yes. No. Tuesday? No, it started yesterday. Yeah, because all day I was like, I need to cast on, and then I didn't get to until last night. So yeah, it just started, so it's not too late to jump in. And it's like 7 clues long, so it's a long knit along. So anyways, the mystery knit along that I am hosting in October. It's socks, because I'm doing it. Last week I said just for one thing, but it's actually in conjunction with 2 different things going on. The name of the pattern is Socker It To Me. Sock, parentheses, ER. Socker It To Me. You know, sock it to me. Socker It To Me. Because Wolf Farms, the Wolf Farms podcast, is having the soccer knit along from October through December. And I thought it would be fun to throw a mystery knit along out there for people who wanted to join. October is also Socktoberfest. So if you are doing Socktoberfest and watch Wolf Farms, you can actually do it for both, and get in for the knit along with me. And I will show you the yarn again. I'm not going to show you the pattern, obviously, because it's a mystery knit along. But it's a sock, and it's top down. So that is because I know some people are really anti one or the other. I just love knitting socks so much that I don't care if it's toe up or top down. I think they both have their purpose. So anyway, that is coming up in October. And then November and December is going to be my finished object along. And when I write it out, it spells full. F-O-A-L. So in my notes, I actually wrote F-O along because it looks funny as a foal. It's not a horse. Anyway, so it's just finishing stuff. November and December, we're in crunch time, trying to finish things for whatever holiday it is that you celebrate in December. And I want to just have kind of a community excitement about finishing stuff. And I've said it before, whatever it is you want, or whatever it is you're finishing, post a picture of it. If it's knitting, spinning, crocheting, any fiber arts, scrapbooking, quilting, sewing of any sorts. Heck, if you make bread for all of your family and you've made 20 loaves of, gingerbread. Do you make gingerbread into loaves? I've only ever had the cookies, like gingerbread men. Anyway, if you've, whatever it is, if you have made something and it's for other people, it's still a finished object. So it's just going to be a fun time of sharing what we're doing and getting ideas. I mean, you know, somebody might see your gingerbread and be like, hey, I've never made gingerbread. Can I have your recipe? You know, so it'll be fun, I think. I'm looking forward to it. And then what do I have now? Oh, events that I have coming up. The spinning retreat next month with Judith McKenzie and Knitting in the Mitten in November. So excited. Anyway, and that's all that I could think of when I was writing my show notes. I don't know. You ready to see some knitting now that I'm 20 minutes in? Oh, it's on this side today. Whatever. Okay, on the needles, I have my mystery knit along sock. I have done 8 rows of the cuff. And I'm going to turn it this way so it looks normal. And there you have it. This is the yarn that I'm using. This is yarn from Daisy Knits, D-A-I-Z-I-E. Jennifer is awesome. She is test knitting the socks for me, the alternate heel that I'm going to be offering. And I'm going to have, I'm sending it out to other testers too, but she's using her yarn because I wanted to keep the pictures consistent with her yarn. So, and she offered. So anyways, this is the Caribbean Blue, and I love it. It's her Vine base, which is BFL nylon, and that's my favorite sock base. So anyways, I can show you what it looks like in stockinette because it is super duper pretty. There we go. I love the semi-solid. I love semi-solids. I love semi-solids. They're just so neat. So anyways, that is on the needles, the second one you just saw. I know I haven't done a lot, but whatever. So there's that. What else is on here? Oh, one thing that's actually two, but I haven't cast on the second. It's the knitting game knit along that I'm doing. I started the shawl yesterday, and I'm going to be starting the wrap today. So here, and if you're doing it and if you don't want to be spoiled, I've never done anything that could be a spoiler alert. But spoiler alert. Anyways, I'm doing Clue 1C. If that deters you from looking, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to show it now. Here's what I have so far. Well, it'll actually curve like that. The top looks different because she had a garter tab starter option, and then she had the untab, and I decided to do that instead. So anyways, I do like the texture pattern. This is the hard one. It has twisted stitches on the front and or right and wrong side row. This yarn, oh, I wish you guys could feel it. It is the Seda sock from the Grinning Gargoyle, and it is 50-50 merino silk. It's fingering weight. This is the Storm colorway. I dropped down a needle size from what it called for because she called for a 7, and I don't. I'm usually kind of a loose knitter, and so I usually as a rule of thumb, I drop down a needle size most of the time. If it's not like a garment or whatever, and I have to really do a gauge swatch. And I like the fabric that I'm getting. You can see that it spreads out nicely. It's kind of a ribbing, but it spreads out nicely, but isn't too holey. I think if I was on a 7, it would just be too big. So anyway, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm through row 8 of Clue 1. There's kind of the setup rows, and then you go into the Clue, and it's only 16 rows, so it'll be quick. The other one, I have not started the wrap, but I have wound the yarn. Oh, this is the mink that I bought, the Grinning Gargoyle mink. I know, Grinning Gargoyle, both of them. And right there, it's the side of the bowl, but it looks like a like a chunk of my hair, and I keep thinking that my hair's sticking up funny. Now you all are going, oh, I didn't even notice. See, now it looks like my hair's sticking out funny if I go like that. Sorry. This is awesome yarn. That's what I was trying to tell you. What if I turn it like that? There we go. So, anyways, when I was just caking it up yesterday, I was like, oh, this feels so good going through my fingers. And I'm winding going, oh, this is going to be so nice. So, anyways, I don't have enough yarn, but it's lace weight instead of fingering weight. And I've dropped down, it calls for a size 7 and fingering weight. I dropped down to a size 4, which is in here, and lace weight. So we'll see how much I can knit. You do a provisional cast on, and then you do clue 1 and then clue, anyway, you kind of work out from the middle. So what I will be doing is clue 1, clue 1, clue 2. You know, I'm just going to work out, and then if I run out of yarn, I'll just bind off. No big deal. It'll still look gorgeous. So, you know, whatever. It'll look gorgeous, and it will be amazing because it's going to be 100% mink, people. 100% mink. What? Anyway, that's in my Knitting's My Bag from Lois. Thank you, Lois. And I thought this would be a good bag because I can put both projects in it. So, anyway. That is all I have and will have on the needles right now. That's dusty. That's why it's looking so gray. It's a little bit dusty. Okay. Sorry. 26 minutes. Keep moving. Oh, that's my phone. Do you hear it? It's my alarm. It's just going to go off for 1 minute, so I'm just going to keep talking. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh, it gets louder. No, I think it'll be okay. All right. So, FOs. I have some awesome FOs. So do you remember last week when I had the FOs and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm on a finishing spree. Guess what? I continued the finishing spree. And it's awesome. I love finishing things. The first thing I finished was, I have not blocked this yet. So the first thing I finished was my artist's vest. Oh, see, it's curling in, but it won't after I soak it. Here's what it looks like. That'll go off, or stop going off, I promise. So there's that. I'll put it on for you. Yeah, see, it stopped. And it still curls a little when I put it on, but I haven't relaxed it yet by soaking it. So, anyways, here's the vest. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see if I can stay within camera here. Just in the frame. So the front, let's see. The front pulls up a little because I did a little bit of a tighter bind off, but I did it intentionally so that when it's wet, I can stretch it and make it lay exactly how I want it to. I've done it before and it worked. So, anyways. There we go. It fits really well. I think it's the best fitting garment I've ever made because I really was careful to measure myself, and I had to modify only how many inches I did because you start at the hip and you go up and you do some decreases, and then it says to work for a little bit and then do some increases for the bust. Well, I hit the decreases and then immediately started increasing, and it made it exactly the right length. So anyways, this is out of Malabrigo worsted, and I used a size something or other, 7 or 8, I don't know. I redid the arms on the correct side, on the smaller size though, on a size 6. That was smart. Anyway, oh, I have another FO out of the rest of this yarn, and it's going to take me, I'm going to go get it. You guys can just hang out for 1 second because it's not very far away. I'll be right back, I promise. I'm coming back. Here I am. Ta-da! I'm here. Okay, so that was something. I made okay, I haven't woven it. Oh, what was that? Oh, yeah, I haven't woven in the ends yet. This is just one of my quick and easy gaiters, but it obviously isn't as long as I wrote the pattern for because I used up what I had left, and this is all I had. But the yarn is so squishy and soft that I was like, I have to use it. Hey, I'll just make a gaiter really quick. So there's how it sits. And I actually like the length because the taller one that I made, you can, pull it up over your face or fold it over. But this is the perfect height for my neck. So it worked out really well. But anyway, I was wearing it on my head the other night. It was pretty funny. And with these hanging down, I was holding one of the kittens and she was going crazy. It was great. Anyway, I wanted to use up all of my Malabrigo worsted anyway because the stuff is so soft and spongy. It was nice. All right. Second thing I finished. It's not blocked. It's really, really not blocked. I made a Zuzu's Petals. See, really, really, really not blocked. I did not have worsted weight that I could use for this pattern. So then I start looking for sport weight because there's a worsted weight sport weight version. The only sport weight that I could find was not superwash, and I was planning on giving this to Cayenne, and I wanted something that could be washed. I know I would have to block it again, but whatever. Anyway, so this is some DK weight that I dropped down to a size 4 and was like, whatever gauge I get, it'll be close enough. And I didn't quite get small enough, or as small of a gauge as it called for, but that's fine. It's a good size. I am so in love with this yarn. Let me tell you about it. It is, oh, the bunny lost his face. It's from Sock Bunny Studios, and it is the yarn that I got as the door prize for my door prize drawing, or my door prize from the door prize drawing at Zombie Knitpocalypse. And this is the colorway Come Fly With Me. It's 100% superwash merino, 231 yards. It's her sugar DK weight yarn. Yay, it's kind of focusing there. And, okay, and then it just has her information. It's a 4-ply. The stitch definition on this stuff is crazy good, you guys. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? It's tightly spun. Oh my gosh, like every stitch, I was like, this is amazing, this is amazing, this is amazing. I mean, it just, look at that. I cannot, I don't even know what words I'm trying to say, except for the fact, holy crap, look how gorgeous that is. Let me see if I can stretch out some of the lacy part down here too, so you can see what that looks like. There we go. So, and that will be blocked soon. So, anyways. And I really like how the color knit up. I wasn't sure if the lace would show up, but it does when I stretch it out. And when it was still in the hank, it was in the same way as when it was dyed, and anyways, I didn't know what it would look like knit up, and so as I was knitting it, I really, really enjoyed it a lot. It's showing up a little more purple than it actually is. It's more gray. It is a purple, but it's very, very gray purple. So anyway, Zuzu's Petals, easy peasy pattern. A couple of spots in there I think I would have written differently. They were a little wonky to me, but maybe I wasn't paying very good attention. I don't know. But anyways, still a good pattern. Lastly, what I finished. Now I'm going to see if I can kind of play the contortionist here so I can show these to you. Actually, I'll probably just stand up. You have to see these on. You really, really, really do. Because They're absolutely amazing. Remember those striped socks that I was working on and I've been working on forever out of yarn that I got for my anniversary last year? I finished them. And they go all the way up to my knees. All right, actually what I'll do is that. See my socks? I haven't woven in the ends yet, as you can tell on this one. And the toes. Oh, you can't even see the toes. And the toes are still out, but that's fine. They're done. As far as I'm concerned, sorry, I'm holding my camera. Aren't they amazing? I love them. Love them, love them. Okay. So, these are part of my 6 Sock September. The reason I don't feel like I'm cheating by finishing them is because starting here, which is where the increases start, I knit from there all the way up just from the first. So I did like a sock's worth of knitting on them. And what I did was from here to here, I put, I increased 2 every 3rd row. And then I moved the increases to the 2 sides, every 3rd row again, like 4 times or something like that. Just to change how it was shaped, or how it, because it was going out and then it went forward or back or whatever. Anyway, so very happy to have those off the needles, and now I've decided I need like 20 more pairs of knee highs. Don't we all? And I may have put in a special order for some blue and orange stripe yarn. Maybe for 2 skeins. So I can have cursed cable mitts and knee highs! I think I will do cursed cable knee highs. What? Totally gonna do it. Gonna look awesome. Awesome, I tell you. I know, I'm so crazy, but it's gonna be so cool. Anyways, moving on. Spinning. I worked on the blue Polworth. The blue from the rainbow that I've been spinning. This is all I have left, and about, trying to eyeball it, and about this much that's hanging out of my wheel. So this is all I have of the blue. And then I have 1 ounce of the purple. I'm done. And I have figured out what I'm going to do with the yarn. I've made a final decision because there's so much of it. And it's so small that I can't use all of it without making some ginormous shawl that I don't want to make. So, instead of what I was thinking about doing earlier or before, what I'm going to do is essentially Navajo ply the 2-plied yarn. So that way the color progression stays exactly the same. It just bulks it up and shortens it to where I want less yardage and bigger yarn so I can actually use it on something that's not the equivalent of another Even Star that I can't wear. So anyway, that's my plan. I don't know when I'll have time to spin before October when I'm at the retreat. That's all right. I'll bust that out first couple days of the retreat and be like, bam, done. Yeah. That's how I roll. Just kidding. I never talk like that. Totally just kidding. Please don't laugh at me. Okay. For the record, I wasn't in a weird mood before I started talking. I don't know what you guys have done to me, but it's like you're channeling, hey, be in a weird mood. Oh, designing. The Mystery Knit Along sock has gone to 1 tester, and it will be going out to more testers very shortly. The pattern is completely written, minus pictures. And I have a new shawl still canoodling in my head. I know what it's going to look like. I know what yarn I'm going to use. In fact, I showed it last week, and if it was farther away than, or if it was closer than just where I can reach, I'd show it to you again. It's the yellow, blue, yellow, teal, and gray yarn that I got from Emily Fiber Addiction. So, anyways, I know what it'll look like. It's up here. I have to work on some other, I don't have to, but I'm going to work on some other things first. Lastly, not lastly, yes, lastly, acquisitions. I'm going to show you this first. I'm going to show you the awesomeness of it before I show you who it's from. Hopefully I didn't just show it before that. Maybe. Do you see how beautiful this is? It's not going to focus, and I'm not even going to try and make it. Do you see how beautiful this is with the pops of the lighter green and the gray blue and the lighter kind of a dusty blue? Oh, see, that's good. That's focused right there. So I'll just turn it. Yeah, do you see who that's from? Solar Flare Fibers, baby. Do you know who that is? That's Fiona Fifikins from Australia. You should buy her yarn. Not only because she's my friend, which she is, but because she's awesome. This yarn is awesome. Do you know how she dyes it? Have you ever made sun tea? You put your tea bags and some water in a jar and you put it in the sun. That's how she dyes her yarn. She lives in the tropics, so it's sunny like 500 days a year. And so she dyes yarn outside. I love it. I love that that's the way she does it. It's like, yeah, it's like sun tea, but yarn. Amazing, right? So, this is her Oceanic colorway. It is her Apollo base, which is 80% BFL, 20% nylon. It's 400 yards. She does have a merino blend sock yarn, or I don't know if it's a blend. I know she has 100% merino. And she has a cashmere base too, a cashmere blend base as well. So she's starting off small right now because she's just getting started. And then she'll be expanding as far as how many bases. She is on Etsy. You can look her up at solarflarefibers.com.au. Make sure, you Americans, that you spell fiber this way. She actually does own the domain names of the fiber the way we spell it because she knew that she'd have American people as well. On Etsy, Solar Flare Fibers. And I promise you, you won't be disappointed. And this got here fast. I mean, it was here, I'm wanting to say within like 2 weeks. It was crazy fast. I was shocked when I opened up my mailbox and there it was. No, I didn't even open up my mailbox. I got a thing saying that I had to go down to the post office because I missed the mailman. I don't know why they held on to it. No, that's a lie. I'm mixing that up with my South Africa one. No, this one just came straight to my mailbox. I don't know why I'm rambling on about that. This one came straight to my mailbox, and I was shocked that it was here. And when I texted Fiona, she's like, that was fast. I was like, I know. You have to see how it's wrapped, though, when you get it. Because she sent a skein for you guys. You can't have it yet, though, because I don't know how I'm going to give it away. And I want there to be lots of entries for it. And I don't have very many active entry people yet. So you guys got to earn it. Earn it. Alrighty? Okay, this is Oceanic. Let me show you how it came wrapped. This is her philosophy. Even though even when you've bought it for yourself, opening yarn should be like opening a present. So one end is open because so I can show you guys. This is what it looks like when you open up your envelope. How cool is that? And it has this really awesome stitch marker. Let's see if I can get it turned so you can actually see it. Whatever. This camera's dumb. It's like a sunburst in a square there. Mine has it. I still haven't taken it off my wrapper. It's so pretty. Anyway, mine's dangling on there still. So this is what it looks like. And then you open it up, and this beautiful yarn emerges, right? So do you guys want to see what you can earn? This is called Business as Usual. Usual. I don't know what base it's on. The Apollo base as well. This one is blues and browns. It's very nice. It could be, it's very masculine. I mean, it can be for either, but I'm saying if you have a man in your life that you want to knit for and he wants masculine colors, this would be a great one. Because it's just blues and browns. It's very nice. So that will go out to one of you. But I don't know who. And I don't know how yet, but it will. And if you have an idea, let me know. Maybe it'll be in the finished object along, because there will be hopefully there will be so many people posting everything they finish that we won't have to worry about not enough people. Come on, people. Get with it. Join my alongs. Please. Okay, I seriously don't know why I'm talking like that. This is the only acquisition I had this week. Yeah, last week, this week. I love it. So please go check her out. Her business card is right here. And yeah, she's Fifikins. Yeah, it just says solarflarefibers.com. But anyways, she is on Etsy, like I said. Isn't that a cool logo? I love it. She's awesome. Thank you, Fiona, so much. So that's all I have. I tried to keep it short-ish. It's less than 50 minutes, and I don't have any pictures to share with you guys this week. So I hope you enjoyed the ones last week, and I hope you have a great week. And yeah. So until next time, keep knitting. Bye.